The Rebels.
Yeah, so there's three names that stand out here for players you should know. Trevor Hosea, you missed a lot of him last year through injury. He turned up early in the season, apparently was, overweight, or not overweight, sorry, meeting standards, but that's not what they wanted out of him, not as good as they thought he could be. So they sent him out of training and he's come back fitter, angrier, and ready to go. Monty Ioane, the 28-year-old, you'll know his uncle Digby Ioane. He's also Pete Samu's cousin, lots of family with real quality, and he's got 17 caps for Italy. And, he was a real loss to Australian rugby. Could have been, capped for a Wallaby, I reckon, if he stuck around. Exciting player to have back in Australia. And his namesake, Tamati Ioane, 25-year-old wrecking ball in every sense of the word. This guy just bulldozes through absolutely everything. Broke onto the scene last year as a player that we could see massive potential, really, really physical, but still very raw. Played 10 games in 2022 with 5 starts, but with Michael Wells leaving, it could mean he gets a bit more of a crack there. 184 centimeters and 119 kilos. But, I mean, that's a big boy, but he runs like he's carrying another 20, 30 kilos.
He's someone I want to see with lots of game time and lots of ball in hand. Very excited about him. All right, well, look, I'll jump on to players you might know, and you should know if you have listened to this podcast enough, because Harry specifically absolutely tore this player, Lucas Ripley, apart last year. No, the young...
Look, he really grew from it. I think it was the right thing.
That's it. It was all character building. We just lit the fire under him. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But, no, look, the young 20... Sorry, you go, Nils?
Some of us had faith in him.
That's it. He's a youngster. He's only 20 years old. He's played 6 games for 4 tries last year. In fact, I think one of those games he bagged 3 of those tries. And he's absolutely comfortable and adept at outside center or on the wing. And he's certainly put on a bit more size on his frame, but he's an absolute speedster. And it just showed signs that he is absolutely incredibly explosive and can be incredibly dangerous attacking weapons. So he's probably, we don't know with the centers at the Rebels, but he could be one injury away from getting lots and lots of game time. But I think you really expect him, if he's not in the starting side, to be on the bench every week at least. Who knows? Could be really big this year.
Right.
Harry, do you want to take us through players you might not know?
I do, and I just want to give quick credit to Nelson, who within seconds of seeing this player's name has already given him the nickname The Owl. So it's Zach the Owl. Who?
Exactly. The full nickname's The Owl Who. Zach the Owl Who.
Yeah. So I feel like that's going to be lost on everyone who's not looking at this in text.
His name is Zach Who. So The Owl. Definitely not the Owl Who. Nelson, you blew it. Look, he was considered the best prospect in schoolboy rugby in Queensland in 2021 after 3 seasons leading Brisbane Boys College, and was selected in the World 15 Schoolboy Team of the Year in 2020. He's a back rower. There's a little bit of depth at the club there growing in the back row, but just one of those players that as a young man coming through could absolutely rip it up if given an opportunity.
Yep. Very exciting to see him. And I think Lucas Ripley also came down from Brisbane Boys College. So I think they played together a fair amount.